Hey there guys, welcome back to TopTier Garage. Today we'll be going over the new Harbor Freight credit card that'll be rolling out sometime in 2020. My guess is that it's going to be released in about mid-year. The big selling point of this card is the introductory offer, which is a pretty good. It gives you a 10% off your entire first purchase when you open an account with them. So in order to get the full potential of this card, you're going to have to make an absolutely huge first purchase. I mean, we're talking about buying the 73-inch Icon box with a top locker cabinet type of money. So if you purchase that full toolbox setup, all four pieces would come out to about $11,200. But remember, if you're not using coupons at Harbor Freight, you're cheating yourself out of money. Currently, they offer 20% off all Icon tools and boxes, which brings that total down to $8,960, which saves you $2,240. But when you sign up for that credit card, you also get another 10% off on top of that, which brings the total down to about $8,000, which is still a crap ton of money for a toolbox. But hey, people buy Snap-on boxes every single day and they don't have a problem with it. And now you have the full setup, not just a 50-inch toolbox. And you also have to remember to never carry a balance on that $8,000 purchase, because the interest will absolutely wipe out all of your savings and cost you a fortune. So always pay off the balance on that card. Alright, so after the honeymoon stage of the card is worn off, you are stuck between two choices, two everyday benefits. It's either 5% cash back in the form of Harbor Freight money, which has a catch-22 that comes along with it, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. Or they have the 0% interest with equal payments over 6, 12, or 36 months, depending on how much you spend. I think that the 5% money back is a better deal because it actually lowers the overall price of the tool, and the 0% interest does not. But I really think a lot of people are going to get trapped into going with the 0% interest side, because it'll be really nice to walk out of the store with $1,000 worth of tools and absolutely no money out of your pocket. And for the low price of $83 a month for 12 months, it seems like a really reasonable deal, but a lot of stuff can happen in a year. Life happens. So if you're not able to make that monthly payment, the interest is going to come in and just absolutely wreak havoc on that card. And that is how people get into credit card debt. So it's always something to watch out for. So that's enough of the doom and gloom. Let's get back to the positives of the card. They let you stack super coupons with the Harbor Freight money, which is awesome. It brings the higher ticket items down a tad bit. They offer fraud protection on the credit card, which is pretty common nowadays for almost every credit card. So no crook can come in and just steal your Harbor Freight money out from under you. And also, they don't charge an annual interest fee. So if you plan on just opening the card for the 10% off introductory coupon, they're not going to charge you every single year for just having the card. But you know what else is an amazing deal? Smashing that like and subscribe button, because it's always free here at TopTier Garage. It absolutely helps with the channel and is always truly appreciated. Alright, so now let's move down to the frequently asked questions. This card has actually been out for a while. They've been testing out California because that's the only place you're able to get the card at the time, and also one lucky store in Arizona. For some reason, this credit card is only going to be able to be used in the store when it first comes out. The Harbor Freight online store acts like a completely different identity than the brick and mortar stores, but hopefully this card will bring them closer together. Alright, so here's the little blip on how the 0% interest will work. And if you look at the last sentence of the paragraph, not only will they charge you interest if you miss a payment, they will also charge a late fee on top of that. I'm sure the late fee is not going to be anything major, maybe 10, 20 bucks, just enough so they can get a little bit off the top, but not enough to piss you off that you cancel the card. So now let's move on to the Harbor Freight money. They only allow you to cash out at $5 increments, so you have to spend $100 before you can even get any Harbor Freight money to spend. So even if you spend that $100, it is gonna take 1 to 3 billing cycles to show up at your door. That is 1 to 3 months, which is way, way too long in my opinion. It's almost on the level of Menards rebates that take months to get to you, and then you have to remember what exactly you spent money on in order to get the thing in the first place. The Harbor Freight money can also be used on all Harbor Freight merchandise, which is nice. They don't have any exclusions like the percent off coupons that seem to rule out half of the store's things. If you don't notice that all these frequently asked questions are super, super vague. They don't get into the details of it. It's just the basics. And it gets even worse when you look at the expiration dates. They pretty much say, yes, they will expire. Next question. But my guess is that they did this because they'll make the window so short that it's almost like Kohl's Cash, where congratulations, you have from next Wednesday to Thursday to spend the certificate that we took 3 months to send you. Hopefully you can make it in. All right, so now it's time for the real kick in the shorts that they left at the disclosures at the very, very end of the page, and also the last sentence. This is where they pull out the 27.49% variable interest rate that's sitting on the card. That means that it can go up higher than that if your credit score is not that great. This is why almost every store offers a credit card. They can make crazy amounts of money off the people that decide to carry a balance over each and every month. If you take a look at this basic Apr calculator online, say you racked up $3,000 worth of credit card debt, and you fall on some hard financial times and you make the minimum payment of $50. If you let that go over a year, you'll end up paying $855 in just interest. That's what you pay the credit card company just for the privilege of borrowing that money for a year. I think that this card can be an amazing rewards card if you use properly and the balance is paid off every single month. Credit cards are always a super slippery slope, and you always got to remember to watch your footing and don't slip up. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching the video, and remember, smashing that like and subscribe button are always free at Top Tier Garage.